Welcome to Live Chat. Excuse me. Welcome to my live chat. Remember, guidelines, your privacies, and ambition. We're going to talk about here. I know that, like, I'm doing something different today, but I really want people not to look at the messenger. Just don't kill the mess. Don't unalive the mess. Just remember this. A lot of times I come on a lot of these platforms that's to share my uncensored mess, my uncensored positive, the way I get up and I grow. And I know that I have achieved a lot of my downfalls in the last upcoming years. Coming from something, because see, my story is a little different. I came from something, but my mom and them struggled. They came from nothing. My unhidden message is that we all can recover one way or another. It might be drug addiction. It might be sexual abuse. It might be, and let me say this first. This disclaimer, this is not for children. Like bullying, I don't really consider a lot of the bullying. I consider a lot of the bullying that people have had their own trauma. I have been trying my best to be as natural, as real, as authentic as I can. Because, yeah, we have a lot of people that come across these feeds that will feed you any dream, anything that you really want. To look gorgeous, to be the best wife, to be the best single person, to be the best mom, partner. I mean, just life on life terms. And I'm noticing that when you come positive, it's like you have so many demons and so many outer things that will deter you from your blessing. It's always easy to come on here and share the negative, and it's really hard to be positive on here and to stay positive. Don't want to give up being positive, but society will make you really want to just, okay, well, if they want this, I'm going to give them that. For the love of money, for the love of making a bag. But is it really helping us as a melanated woman? And one thing about me when I say that is nowhere in my body that I care what color, because we're a crown box. We all have our own individuality, our experiences in life. We could tell a story. We have a lot of comedians. We have roasting. We have people that's hurt, people that came out of the pits of hell. And I noticed, like, not just that I'm on all 7 pages, not just that I'm working all of them on my own, not just that I'm trying to get over. I just want to make it big because I wants to, whatever it is. That's not the reason. My reason is when you have a good heart and you've been there, done that, and you only want to share your experiences of life just to help another individual. Yeah, sometimes you be like, I'm not helping no one, I'm going to help myself. But guess what? Each one teach one. I cannot grow without helping someone else grow behind me. I am a mother. I am a woman. I am a child of the Most High. You feel me? And in my heart on a daily basis, I think of ways how I could touch somebody by naturally being me. Yes, I could read out the book. Yes, I could give you book information and knowledge, but will that really be me? Am I freely giving what has been freely gave to me? We're going to have people that unless you come in here, if you would like to help someone yourself, you make sure you come in and you listen for at least 1 minute. 1 minute of your time to hear that a struggling sister, and when I say struggling, because I'm truly blessed, I'm highly favored, and like I really don't need to do this, but on my heart, of all hearts, I know that it's more than just one of me out there. I know that if I really get into my story, now I have tried and I have stopped several times because I refuse. That's one thing I have to say. I cannot accept anything in my life. I don't do that today. That's what I did when I was out there in the street. Thought about me, thought about what I can get in life. How about when I just think about doing the right thing, right? It seems like you walk in this dimension where don't nobody want to hear you. They don't want to hear what you went through because they in denial of their own pain. You cannot tell me. I'm from Baltimore City. I have been living in Howard County most of my life. I have went to high school at Crest Senior High in Shelby, North Carolina. So I have been up and I have been down. My mom and my dad, through their struggles of life, has took me to places that nobody could take me. But growing up, being a rebellion child because I was hurt, because I was abused, and guess what? It was hidden. Nobody knew. Nobody knew the pain, the things that I've went through, so I acted out on those things. They are the things that I have been trying slowly to get out here because I feel in my heart that it's women, not just women, men. You know, I get along really good with the younger people. You know why? Because I could take my child life that I've never ever had a chance to live my child life. I went from being essayed from 3 to 12 to popping willies to having babies and married. Now I'm finding out after 23 years of being with my husband that it was something that was lost. There was something that was missing. And you talking about breaking the generational curse? The only way I can break my generational curse is talk about my pain. Look at it for what it is. Accept the part that I played and be very accountable. I have set several dates over and over and over. I set dates where we could put our children to bed and we could talk about the painful things because I'm going to tell you, pain shared is pain lesson. I wouldn't care about, see, when I come on here, a lot of people would say, wow, what is she talking about? Maybe if you sit down and be quiet, you'll hear me. Sometimes it's not what we say, it's what we not saying. But what I'm saying in Baltimore City alone, Howard County, PG County, DC, the surrounding counties, like, you know, we can cover them up with these beautiful homes, with the beautiful cars and the things that we get. And we be suffering in silence. I have met two young ladies that tried to commit suicide, and these people came from Silver Spring areas. These people was more like me than different. Because for real, we all are the same. I don't care where you come from and your background. We all have one thing in common. We live in this world, and this world don't belong to us. And the more we try to succeed and to show who we want to be, you know, yeah, I've been down that la la land thinking that I was somebody else and wanted to believe this. It wasn't until I hit rock bottom. It wasn't until I felt myself being at a place that I never ever thought I would be. Looking at my family on the outside and say they just don't understand me. They just don't like me. They just don't. It's not about what they do, because I'm going to tell you, the God that lives in me, the God that lives in me said, I'm going to take you through. Look, we're going to walk through the pits of hell and we're going to see. Listen. no weapon formed against whatever your religion is. Remember, the only way to get anywhere is to go through the fire. Coming on the other side of that fire, and when I say go through, that means being accountable, accepting who you are, and learning what makes you tick. It feels so good to know that I can feel who I am. I understand what I want, and I know where I want to go. Now I have to take one foot and put in front of the other foot. And I have to say, okay, I'm going to make my plan of action. Okay, I'm going to remember when I worked as a CNA and a GNA, how I made that pie factor. What, who, when, where, why, whatever you want to put in your pie factor, make it be. And this, I'm talking about what I had to do to become where I'm at today. No, I'm not where I want to be yet. But I know that I'm well on my way. I have plans. I sit on a daily basis and I write and I observe and I pray and I believe in the God that I serve. Now, the God that I serve, I don't get into that. I don't really bring it out because who am I to put how I believe on another human being? But what I can do is share my experiences. You seen where I came from when I started on this platform, when my first dog was still here and living. Diesel gave me so much hope because no matter how much pain he was in, he walked through that fire and he became who he wanted to become. He became my everything. He became my hope. An animal. An animal. Somebody who couldn't talk. Somebody who couldn't write letters. Somebody who couldn't come on here and share what they're going through. So I'm saying this is to say, do me this favor, each and every one who comes across any of my feeds, don't look at the message. Don't look at the messenger. Listen to the message. I made a video yesterday, and it was some cussing in the video, right? Yeah, swearing and all that. It was a song. It was a song that someone was getting paid our money and on the internet. But I get compromised through the music, but I was trying to show what is important to us, the music, the entertainment, or our lives. Getting on here, trying to teach other people how to get into saving their money, how to budget, how to get a credit score. I had a credit score where it was, I know it was under 512. And my credit score got up to it was 692. Somebody that really didn't care about the credit score. Somebody has bought houses. I done bought 3 houses in my life, in my 56 years of life, to realize and understand that I didn't own anything that I thought I did. So it made me depressed. It made me want to divert. It made me want to say, I'm not doing this. That's nothing but slewfoot. I had to look at my mistakes. I had to sit down and make some plans of actions. And I have to first break them down in 4s: financial, spiritual, religionist. And I found out that religion wasn't even a part. I had to break down my religion down to my beliefs that I feel. Don't be afraid of who you are. Expand who you are, because you will find that it is a community of people that understand you. Those who don't understand you don't matter. Those who matter will understand you. Yeah, sometimes my walk is a little longer than some. Yeah, I didn't spring out. Yeah, I mean, I could have acted a fool. I could have acted like somebody I wasn't and do some things to spring out. But I believe that what comes fast and what comes easy ain't all that so. So I'm coming out here and I'm sharing this way because I'm trying to get a community of women, men, whoever, gay, straight, it doesn't matter, because we all have one common denominator, trying to be the best person that we can be in this world we call Earth. That's as easy as I can say it. I'm trying to be nice with the words that I say, but everything that I say, I mean from the bottom of my heart. I watch how my timeline go up and come down every time. And it's not even about wondering how a person feel, because I mean what I say. I understand, and I've been through that, worrying about who hurt me, why they don't like me. It doesn't matter. Some people just not meant to be there. Some people just not meant to like. I don't like everyone, but I better respect every soul that comes past me. Somebody told me a couple of years ago, put some sugar, and I am French, oui. Put some sugar on that shit because you might just eat it. Some people do not get the way that I speak and say what I mean, but it comes off my heart. I will never change who I am. I will never change the tone unless I'm like literally trying to school somebody. That's not me. I'm a loving, kind, caring person. Yes, I have some issues. Yes, I can go from 0 to 1,000 in 2 seconds and find myself behind something that I don't want to be. Life is too short, and I'm not getting younger. You watch the news, you see a lot of stuff going on. You see how these kids doing each other. Like, we living in times where if you don't get yourself together, you ain't going to get together, and then, I don't know where it is better than, I got to be better than, I have to have better than, my car is better than. Guess what? Baby, my Nissan runs better. No, I'm going to even say my Honda. My Honda runs better. Now, my Honda is my Hoopterville. Runs better than anything and keeps on ticking. My Nissan, and I'm just sharing this is because a lot of people will think that. And look, I done had a brand new Tundra. I done had a Limited. I done had, through my dad, a Jaguar, a Mercedes Benz. We done had 3 or 4 of them. And that Mercedes Benz still to this day follows me and gives me issues. You feel me? Like, I'm going to share this a little bit more because I'm just running through a lot of things that was up, and I was feeling, and I was thinking. I was like, these people, this is how I felt, right? Like, okay, they can judge the way I come on here. Like my husband said yesterday, well, maybe you put your teeth in your mouth, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, maybe so, but I didn't come on here to impress anybody. I really didn't. I walked the earth that I walked, and the things that I've went through. I know that I'm not the only one. I know that I was blessed from the beginning. I was blessed doing my crazy stuff, and I know I'm truly blessed and highly favored walking the walk that I walk today, because no one will blow out my candle. Because if I allow somebody to blow out my candle, then I'm giving up on myself. And today, I'm not doing it. Today, I will not give up on myself. Today, I'm beautiful and I'm wonderfully made. Today, regardless of what another individual think of me, I understand that that's the pain and that's the hurt in them. I thank each and every one of you who have past and up and through here. I understand that I can change a lot for you, but what would it do for me? You see what I'm saying? My thing on here, because if it was for the moolah, the bags, I would have been gone a long time ago. Because I think things are not done in a correct manner. I really believe that more people would be more entertained, more peaceful, more happier if they could be them. If you can have singers, artists on here can shake their boom booms, can throw out all kind of threats, can do all kind of stuff. But when a person voice their opinion, it's an issue. That's a major issue for me. I will never not talk about what's my issues because now I'm working in a solution. What is the solution? Okay, I realize that this is not my company. I realize that everything I want to do in life is in my company. So what that allows me to do is sit down, go back to the drawing board, and figure out, okay, my finances must come first because I realize if you don't have finances, if you don't have goals, you can forget anything else. This world does not belong to us. We see that. If we don't learn how to do the right thing, paying taxes, making sure your insurance on your car is straight, making sure you get rid of those V tags, because really I'm not even gonna go there with that. But I feel like this. The only way to succeed is the right way. How is the right way? The right way in your heart. I can't tell you how to do something, what to do where. I'm just telling you. You better get some credit because credit is on top of a dollar bill. A dollar bill is nothing no more. You get some credit. You get with some of these people that might help you if you don't know how to. But I'm the individual that, guess what? I study, I learn, I go down to IRS, I do what I need to do. I find out how to rebuild and to build what I have already had. The mistakes that I have done in my life, I don't do no more. They are things that I do when it comes down to my finances. When it comes down to my grown children, guess what? I can pray on them, I could throw water on them, but them children gonna do what they want to do. Now, these little ones, I do believe that we have a big part in these little ones. That means show up, even if you don't have a child. Maybe if you see something, and I'm talking about little children because, like, these kids are coming out knowing what they think that they need. But I'm telling you, when you get to the age of 50 and over, you will see. And like, my heart goes out to individuals, even individuals that got more than me, even individuals that I look up to. If you don't have a heart, you don't have anything. If you don't have love in your heart, that's not saying walk this earth and be stupid and to be stepped on, because never I will do that again. Never. I see the love, I see the hatred, and I see the disappointment. Now I have to cipher through my walks of life, but I don't have to be mean. I don't have to be nasty. And some things I have to do is learn to follow rules that maybe I don't like, but get a plan for yourself. Now I'm going to be dibbling and dabbling into living and learning how to make, and they don't even want me to too much get into that. But I want to dibble dabble into how you feed yourself and how you can feed yourself off a little but nothing. That is my goal, but I haven't got there yet because my thing is this. If I'm not getting a return, if I'm not getting a community together, what reason will I want to give you my secrets if we can't get together? You might have something that I can learn from, but we need to get together as a team. I asked yesterday, I needed 100 people. Now listen to this. I have thousands, even millions of people that will come through my feed, and I will get 1,400 people that might stop through and say something. That's ridiculous. And I have to say that. I'm not begging. I'm not yelling. I'm not, please come. I'm not going to even say follow, all that stuff. I'm not doing that no more. Because if you hear, and I know, we need each other. If you think that you don't need nothing on here, you might got yours now. But baby, Those who was first will be last. Those who will be last will be first. Some people walk slower. Some people walk on a cane. Food for thought. I'm just throwing that out there. Because once you come to anybody's home, what you do, you knock. Hello, is such and such there? Yes or no? That's like, follow, and share right there. That's all we could do. You can even put a frowny face on people's things. But it's just letting them know, like, okay, if I come near, okay, I'm going to wait 1 minute. If don't nobody answer my door, answer the door, it just make common sense. It doesn't make sense when you go back and you look at your information, your archive of what went on for the week, and you got 1,000,000 people that came to your neighborhood and 3 people knocked on the door. Sometimes I don't even show who and who not. Some people might not like the persona that I throw up, and that's okay. That's why I'm doing this. Don't not like looking at the messenger. Put a paper bag on your head and listen to the message. I guarantee anything and everything I have ever said on here. You might not hit it now, but later you'll understand. Trust me. Somebody that comes up out of the fire, man, got so much love to tell you. It's a fire in that next block, and I don't want you to go that way. But see, life don't work that way. Most of the time, people go exactly where you tell them to don't go. So, I'll be back. I'll be on here later. Matter of fact, there's something else I wanted to say. I remember coming up as a child. And I'm going to name I'm not even going to name certain people because I might get sanctioned for that. Just remember the underdog of every situation. Look at Gorilla. Look at Michael Jackson. Look at even Billie Holiday. I'm throwing out people to let you know that they were the underdogs. Look at DMX. He died the underdog. But guess what? God said he was on top. He's still spitting messages. He's still showing. I was in hell, and I was trying to tell you that. Most of the people that's trying to tell you that they there, they calling out for help. But we so self-centered, and I'm talking about me. Oh, here we go again. And you go right in the house and go do you. We hide our pain, and that's something that we need. As melanated people to get better, we need to start bringing that pain and making it positive, bringing that pain and pulling some things up. Like my pain, like, okay, I'm going to get with a couple of sisters in the community, and when them kids get out of school, we're going to pick up the worst crowd, and because we older, and tell them this is how it is, whether they take it or not. Whether they take it or not. You did your part. And that's all I'm saying is as an adult, as somebody that been there, done that, those people should be the last people that we not really pay attention. Listen, the person that I did not like years ago is the people that's in my life that helps me the most. That helps me the most. Every negative thing in my life has been a blessing. At the end of the day, I really saw what I can do positive in that situation and what I can do negative. You know who I am. I'm the girl. I'm only from Baltimore. I love my city. Even the holes that they claim that they fix with them sandboxes. I love my city. I want you guys to know that I love you. I care about some, and I pray for the rest. And with that, make sure you come back. When you come back, if you ever knock on my door, just say hi. Just put a heart. You can even put a mean face. You can even say what you feel. I have skin like an alligator, Too many things don't hurt me. But I tell you what do hurt me is watching people looking for their children that's missing, children that's not coming back, parents that need help, and we're not being as a community there. You know, they just some of the things that I put out there. But my main thing is a family that's walking up and down Pennsylvania Avenue, up and down North Avenue, all the tents that I see around Brooklyn. That's where my heart go to, because most of them people was my friend at one time. So think about what I said today. And this is real talk. This is coming from the bottom of my heart. You don't have to like me, but just listen to what I'm saying. Have a great day. Peace and blessings. One love to each and every one of you guys. Okay?